I'm G Mr. Drew, here to welcome you to another episode of the Andrew Glowczewski Experience. This is episode 90. Gonna continue working on some character art today. Let's focus. Is my camera not focusing? Why does it look so blurry? There we go. And we are going to continue with a little more character concept art. I like what I have going on with this guy so far, but not completely satisfied. And, I got a whole page I want to dedicate to him anyway, so I kind of want to push some of the ideas that I have a little bit further. I started drawing here. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream this or not. And since I'm just at like step one with this little bit here, I said, you know what, let me just do it. It might end up being a short video. I don't know how cool or anything it's going to be, but I think, people may enjoy this. Now, I moved my camera because I was going to stream something last night. Maybe I need to move it back. Let me play with this camera a bit. Yeah, I moved it so it was like pretty far to the left. And now it's getting in the way, or, now I'm out of frame. So, okay, straighten it out. I'll be working on that there. And yeah. So again, I was just doing some stuff for this character here. And, it's nothing crazy, just something I'm going to do real quick, just to kind of get some ideas across. And yeah. Just wanted to get a really cool shot of him with both his wings open. This character here is supposed to be, extremely intimidating. It's supposed to be, something of a weapon. So yeah, definitely wanted to try to capture that, get a full body sketch of him looking completely menacing. And yeah, I think this will probably all clear up once I start getting some decent rendering. Yeah, I'm starting kind of late today. I just got busy with something, working on things. Yeah, so it happens. But let's you know what? Let me get some more details like his tail in there. Yeah, this one will just have one line going through it. There we go. And So I'm kind of just want to zoom through this one. Oh wow, robots. More robots. Let me pull up chat just in case anyone stops by. Alright. Hey, what's up, Volcom? Welcome back. Today I'm getting back to a character sketch, and I want to do this real quick because I got like things that I need to do, and I'm kind of bummed out. I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream or not, but I was sitting here drawing, and I was just like, "What?" You know, I always sit here and argue with myself of like whether I'm gonna stream or not stream something because I don't know how like cool it would be. And then part of me always says like, "Well, who cares if it's cool or not? People will will decide whether or not it's cool for them." And then the other part of me is just like, "Well, you're just trying to draw these things for yourself anyways, so you don't really need to stream it." So I'm constantly at odds with myself. Might as well stream even if you don't want to speak, right? It's not even about the speaking part, it's just like how much time is this gonna take, you know? And, you know, do I think I can get it done faster? Um, you know, because I'm running behind already, so it's like time is of the essence sort of thing. So then it becomes like if I could do this quick, but then also if I do it quick, if I do it quick, it's like isn't that kind of cool or worth streaming to be like, yo, he just acts that out, and who knows how long this is gonna take me, but either way. So yeah, I started drawing it, and then I said after that, I was just like, you know what, go ahead and start streaming. Who cares? But yeah, welcome, man. I was working on some freelance stuff and speaking with a client earlier, and then I got stuff I need to run and go do. So I'm just like squeezing this in between. In between things in my schedule. But yeah, these are all just like little things for myself. I'm heavily basing this sketch that I'm doing off of a sketch that I did in an old book of mine for this character specifically, where I was like, I really like that sketch, and I want to get like a piece of concept art reflecting the original sketch, you know? So reflecting the original, but also reflecting all the updates that I did. And like the original is just a pencil sketch; it's not colored at all or anything like that. So it's like, okay, I'll shade it in. It's super small, so it shouldn't take too much work. But yeah. Yeah, and this specific sketch just speaks to how his arms, like here I have his arms together, so he only looks like he has 4 limbs, but then in this sketch he'll have 6 limbs. You know, his arms kind of split. If you remember, what was that, General Grievous? How he had his arms be able to split, and he was like, you know, quad wielding lightsabers. Similar concept. Of YouTube of your drawings. Yeah, that was the plan, man. When I started recording these, I was like, you know what? I'll live stream on Twitch and, you know, do this here. And then I do have a YouTube channel, G Mr. Drew on YouTube, and I kind of backlog all my videos here. And I do have like After Effects and Premiere, and you know, I'm an animation major, so I kind of know how to edit videos and things like that. So I was just like, okay, so yeah, I'll edit the videos and we'll be good. And then it wasn't until afterwards that I found out like my laptop just can't handle these videos. You know, the video sizes, so my uploads on YouTube are just like the raw uploads of these recordings. But, you know, these recordings, they get deleted, you know, because of the lifespan that they have on Twitch. So it's like a backlog. It kind of serves as a backlog more so than like an edit. But what I would love to do, I can't even do it with my laptop right now, is just at the very least speed up the videos, maybe throw a voiceover on top of it, and you know cut my videos down from like a 2 hour thing to a you know, like a, I don't know, not even 20-minute video of just like a speed time lapse showing everything that I'm doing, talking over it, talking through it, and then yeah, you know, like I'm sure you've seen plenty of videos like that on YouTube. So I was just gonna do that, and that was the plan. And when I first tried it with my first video, you know, these things are like, I don't know, let's say it's a 10 megabyte video. It's probably a lot bigger than that, honestly. It's probably like 100 megabytes or something, who knows. And then I try to upload it into my into After Effects or Premiere, and it just freezes my computer, like just you know, programs just can't handle. And I was like, oh, that's too bad. All right. So yeah, it was a super bummer when I discovered I wasn't gonna be able to do that just yet, because I was like that, you know, I don't know how I feel about. Well, I do know how I feel about just re-uploading the raw uploads onto YouTube. I'm super glad that I have it as a backlog for sure. But yeah, the fact that I couldn't do anything as simple as you know, just a simple speed up video, and then just throwing a quick voiceover, kind of truncating everything that I talk about, because I talk through these things so slowly. So if I could gather the thought and then load it, you know, script it out, load it. What was that? Oh my God. People with their baby talk. I just heard somebody say chicken tendies. And it reminds me of my brother. He just had a kid. Well, not just, but you know, he has like a 2-year-old or something like that. And they call them chicken nuggies. Yeah, I need a ton more RAM. I, I'm working with ancient technology. I have a Mac from 2012, and I'm lucky to have that. Trust me. After my computer crashed in 2013, where I was able to do video editing and things like that, and I was getting into it, uh, my computer started crashing. It was, it's like the gods are working against me. So then, when I was finally able to afford anything at all, I was able to afford this old laptop. But yeah, it's a 2012 laptop. It could only do 2012 things, and obviously this live streaming thing is, especially back in 2012, just was, I don't know. I guess technology has moved on, video size and quality has moved on, and my laptop just kind of didn't. But I got to be grateful for what I have. So it's like I'm glad I could just at least back up my videos. I have an external hard drive. I just back up all my videos and then I upload them onto YouTube from there. Um, and yeah, it's all backlogged. So so that's cool. Like I'm cool with that. Mac Mini, and now it's slow. Yeah, I did that digital stuff yesterday, and you can see the struggle happening in there. There's even, and I don't know if this has to do with like, old technology and new stuff, but I have the Wacom tablet that I bought specifically for the laptop because I have a large one that I had for the desktop back in 2013. I had this large Wacom. I still have it. It still works and all that. Um, but when I got the laptop, it was like, okay, let me get a small Wacom because, it's a small screen. And I think, like, even the Wacom doesn't really work at 100%. I think I'm running into that a shift key problem or the modifier key problem where like between control, shift and alt and all that stuff sometimes the keys lock up. They just do weird things. And I try to look into these problems to see what I could do to fix it, but nothing. Use it to play white noise to sleep. Literally? You literally play white noise to go to sleep or is that just like a figure of speech? Like you play like maybe like rain sounds or something. That's funny. Because what I do to go to sleep is I'll like throw on Netflix Oh wow. Yeah, I do something similar. I throw on Netflix, like the Disenchanted series. Uh, Not just dropped the third season. I think they did it like a little bit ago, but I haven't watched it yet. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll go. I'll watch that. So I'll throw on Disenchanted and pass out. And then that's usually how I watch stuff. But obviously, because I'm going to sleep, I watch these things really slowly. Like I've been watching it for maybe a couple weeks now. I'm only on episode 4 because I'm watching like 5 to 15 minutes at a time. Okay, there we go. And I got the big brush tool. This might be a little. This might be too big. Let's find out. Uh, yeah, I throw the volume on super low. I tried doing like HBO Max that way, but I guess they never stop playing. Like they'll just play the entire season through, where Netflix kind of has like a pause and be like, "Hey, are you still there after like 3 episodes?" And so usually, if I wake up in the middle of the night or whenever I wake up, um, it will have it will have moved on without me and shut itself down. And then at that point, I just turn the TV off. But yeah, I feel you, man. Okay. There we go. This. There we go. use any fountain pens? Um, yeah, I don't know. I use micro pens, and then I use this brand called Faber-Castell, and they give you these packs. Um, they give you these packs. So there's like, micro pens are extra small, small, fine, medium, and then it gets to the brushes, which this is like the standard brush, and these are like the markers that I use when I color these things in. Is like the standard brush size, and then obviously they have the super fat brushes after that. And then these new ones, well, they were new years ago. They're probably standard now, are like some other ones that they have. But yeah, these are the pens that I use. This one that I have here, I saw I saw an artist using it. This guy named Junji, um, pretty well known illustrator. The guy works miracles and masterpieces, and I've always wanted to get into like brushes and pens just because I like how they can do thick and thin in one stroke, where micro pens you're just working with thin all day every day, which isn't a problem. It's just sometimes I'd rather see just like that how I've been doing these thin lines, but then I have this thick line to kind of lay out a thick a thick brush stroke without having to change the utensil, you know what I mean? Without having to use two instruments, I just use one. But yeah, when I started watercoloring and painting and stuff like that, that's when like different size brushes started catching my attention. Because I work with mechanical pencils, my idea was always like, oh, work thin, work with super details, and I never used like really thick globs of brush strokes or anything like that. And then since then had to open my mind to these things. And Faber-Castell was just the brand that I fell on. But yeah, then like I said, watching that Junji guy and seeing him use this brush, I have some old classic fountain pens that were like family heirlooms, and I don't know how to get those things to work. I don't know how to stick the head onto the body of the pen. I don't even know if they're compatible or not, you know? Like they were just handed to me, and I've tried to like stick the heads onto the body of the pen, and nope, it doesn't even work. So I don't like I still have them because they're family heirlooms, but they just sit in a drawer. Like I've never been able to use them. So since then, I've always kind of been bummed out. And it's like, yo, let me try to find some brush pens. So when I saw Junji using these, and I just started using these, maybe a month ago, like very recently, I just discovered this pen and started using it. And yeah, I'm having fun with it because one, I get like this dry brush effect that I can use. Then I can do what I always wanted to, which is like lay it on thick and thin and try to learn some brush control. go. So yeah, like in this one below it, I was really using that trying to see if I can control the dry brush effect. And I like it. I like the texture that it gives me. I just haven't been able to control it. Really, what this is doing is getting me to look forward to actually using proper inks, like just grabbing a paintbrush and an inking thing and actually just dipping the brush into the ink. That way I can kind of have like light grays and dark grays and do shading, with ink rather than using like the micro pens. There we go. Okay. I wonder if this is bleeding through. When I squeeze the ink out and I start getting a fresh pool of ink on here like I just did, sometimes it might be too much and it like bleeds through the page. That's what happened on this other page over here. You could see like this heavy ink bleeding through. It's because I just squeezed the ink out a bit too much. Getting greedy with the ink. So yeah, I'm still learning how to use this. But like I said, I like that I could just shift from thin to thick brushes. I could use the same brush pen to line and also fill in color. Like that's a super time saver. But yeah, it's always difficult to learn a new tool because then your art has to take a back seat. So that way you can just learn the tool and just pray that the artwork that you're working on is has enough quality. Okay. Um, I think like a paintbrush. I really don't know. Oh, fountain pen. You mean like kind of like those quill pens or something like that old school stuff? Yeah, I don't think I'll be using those. I used to be into calligraphy, and I was looking forward to using those things. But yeah, I kind of skipped that part. Still into calligraphy. Whenever I do like logo designs and tattoo designs. But yeah, I never got into the. Let me get some water, yo. I never got into the fountain pens. Maybe one day. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. But yeah, I was thinking more like brush pens, like literally like a watercolor brush pen, and using it for inking. That way I can, like I said, just render out like gray tones. I miss watercolor painting, honestly. But I got a commission work that I'm going to be working on coming up. I thought I might work on it today, if I have time. But yeah. Okay, so that's that one. So the one that you just saw me using was the thick brush pen. The one I'm about to start using is the thinner one. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, these are brush pens. You can let's see here. Am I all the way up in the corner there? Hold on, let me try to center this a little bit. Here we go. But yeah, so I have that commission coming up, and um, yeah, this guy's he wants yeah, it's a character, and it's just gonna be one drawing because I offered him two, and he goes, well, let's just make it one, one big one instead of two small ones. I was like, okay, let's do that, and then he said he'll pay for the shipping for a traditional. So since he's gonna be receiving the actual physical version, I got to do it on like a loose leaf. So what I'm thinking is I'll finally be able to do a little bit of watercolor on here, and I haven't watercolored in years, so it's super exciting. Just because I've been working in sketchbooks, working on all this concept work for this story that I've been writing. I just been writing and sketching out thumbnails and things like that for this story. So it's all just pencil work. 23, still salty about losing a mechanical pencil my fourth grade teacher gave me. Oh my god. Oh man, don't be salty. There's tons of mechanical pencils out there. That's cool that you had a cool fourth grade teacher. She must, or they must. I don't. My fourth grade teacher was a lady. Uh, Teacher must have meant a lot to you for you to want to keep that pencil. Because I could only imagine, like, you could just buy another one, right? I mean, it won't have the sentimental value, of course. Oh wow, it's almost like a collector's item at that point. Yeah, that's rough, man. Sounds like you had a cool fourth grade teacher, man. I remember fourth grade. I had this lady, Miss Crunk. Her name was really Crunk, and this is before Crunk was a word. Before the Yin Yang Twins was talking about getting crunk, you know. And she was dope because my parents, they were, always working, and the bus systems, for whatever reason, had just decided that I can't ride the bus anymore. Like I was like I lived too close or something like that to the school. Whatever the school reasons were, like the school was just like, nah, you can't ride the bus no more. So it forced me to have to stay late in the school. I forgot what reasons why I was staying late. It was probably because I was failing certain classes and had to like do extra studies. But I would always end up after class to do all these extracurricular studies with. But really, I don't know if that was like because of my grades or something, because my grades were pretty decent by fourth grade, or if it was just because I couldn't ride the buses for some reason, and then I forget the details. We're talking so long ago, but either way, Miss Crunk, she would drive me home, like, cause my parents, the school would have to close eventually, like even after like all the extracurriculars are done and all the other kids' parents pick them up and things like that, like my parents would still be working, and they, wouldn't be there to pick me up, and Miss Crunk would drive me home. Yeah, she was cool, man. That was my fourth grade. Yeah. So I always have a fond place in my heart for Miss Crunk. And then she has that crunk ass name on top of it. Yeah, she was some old lady too. There we go. So yeah, I don't see too much difference between this thin brush and that last brush that I was using to fill the outside of the character. They pretty much operate the same way, but maybe this one's just slightly sharper, you know. So I always like reserve this one for actual characters, and I use the other one to kind of just fill out the page a bit. Go. And this. Make sure. But yeah, I don't think I ever really had. Okay, you know what? I did have a special pencil, but my story is a little different. I had a pencil. It was like the best thing ever. What the hell? Hello. What the hell? That can't be. That can't be right. That's another thing I never know what to do about is like if clients call me and I'm in the middle of a stream, but that wasn't a client. That was just some random robot. I'm guessing. I feel like she could have got fired for that though. Oh, my teacher? Maybe. I don't know. Like I don't. I was a fourth grader at that time, so I don't know what the rules were. Cause I know maybe my mom would pick me up sometimes, but I don't know that they had to have figured something out or worked something out. If the school, cause I used to ride the bus, and then they were like, nah, he can't ride the bus no more. And it wasn't like I got in trouble on the bus or anything like that. So it was just weird. So maybe they had to like figure something out, or maybe teacher would call the parents and ask. I have no idea, but no one seemed to have a problem with it. I mean, looking back, I guess it was kind of weird, like just climbing into but she was my teacher. When you're a kid, you're just like, oh yeah, I know her. That's my teacher. And I knew how to get home. It wasn't like that far away. So it was just like, oh yeah, I live over here. So yeah, I don't know like the background story to it all, like what the adults had came to a decision for, but yeah, she was an old lady, man. I don't even know if she's still around anymore. Because what, fourth grade, I would have been '06. I was 17, and I was 12, so 8 minus that. So I would have been around 9 years old, something like that. Maybe 10. I have no idea. Yeah, I want to say like 8 or 9 years old, honestly. And she was old then, so if I was 9, 32 now, so we're talking 20, 23 years ago. Dan, you said you were 23 years old, right? So basically, when you were born, I was catching rides from my fourth grade teacher. Oh, that doesn't sound right, catching rides. I was, my fourth grade teacher was hitching me a ride. That's funny. I always like putting things in the time span to see when, like history was occurring or what was going on. Okay. Ah, I should have took a picture after the one brush. I fucked up. Oh well. All right. 24 years down. So what, like 2006? No, I graduated high school in 2006 and I was 17 then. Yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm a Florida boy, man. I'm all about that South Florida life. But yeah, so if I graduated 12th grade in in 2006, fourth grade is 8 years earlier, so 2006 minus 8 is 98. There we go. Born 97. Yeah, so 97 is about the year that I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm getting old, man. It's one thing I keep the only good part about getting old is you've acquired enough life to have like some skills and something to offer. You know? That's why I didn't want to be the old man who was like, Twitch, I don't do Twitch. Like I was like, nah, this actually looks like a platform with a future. You know what I mean? I want to kind of get on this train before it becomes even bigger than it already is right now. And then I regret like not having done it. But yeah, you may notice I'd be like, man, I don't know nothing technology wise and all that. Like I got mad skills for art and all that. But yeah, that's knowing things about like RAM and all that. Psh, I probably would have kept my job a little bit longer had I known. Had I known that my laptop wasn't going to be able to handle, uh, just simple video editing. I'm not trying to make like movies off of it or anything like that. I was like, yeah, I just want to speed it up and do a voiceover, drop in an audio file. And I was like, not, you can't even upload the video to the software without crashing the laptop. Yeah. Well, hey, man, I'm sure you got skills. I'm sure you have something to offer. It might not be like something in the arts or something like that, but I'm sure you got something you can offer somebody. Oh no. Why is this marker dry, man? Like I try to use it. This is what happened last time. It like wouldn't work for me. Come on, marker. It like takes a minute for it to like activate or something. There we go. That. There we go. Warehouse shipping department, but I quit. Yeah. Yeah, being an artist isn't easy. With you know, it's hard enough to be an artist, and then if you're caught your catch yourself in my position where you're not even in the industry that you want to be working in, on top of the everyday struggle of dealing with the company politics and things like that. I mean, it just drains your soul that much more. So yeah, I feel you, man. So on top of like freelancing and trying to get this Twitch off the ground and get my Patreon going and all that other stuff, I'm still looking for jobs. But yeah, I'm primarily focused on trying to just trying to like work and illustrate from home, you know. So I'm really just trying to build up a clientele. Anybody who needs like art services, do stuff for them. But yeah, mainly just illustration stuff, you know. And it's, I'm able to do vector art, digital art, Photoshop, traditional stuff, tattoos, painting. Like I got a whole catalog of things that I could do. So it kind of opens up the doors. But yeah, if I could just get into the comic book, gaming, or movie industry at all, animation, like I wouldn't mind disappearing off the map again for a little bit just to hunker down and learn the industries like I thought I would have already once I graduated college and things like that. I thought I would have been had a job and been learned how to do do some do some things and be able to take care of the family and do all that stuff with while pursuing my dream, but it just didn't work out that way, man. And I know you listen to Joe Rogan, or at least you're aware of him. So it's like you listen to that enough, and you kind of realize, I need to I need to change something if I'm miserable. And I mean that's what you're witnessing now, man. Is me trying to make a change trying to get that work. That's why, I appreciate when you dropped in yesterday and, we got to talk about the, what was that stuff, the emotes and things like that. Because that just opens up a lane of freelance work for me. I just wouldn't know how to market it. I mean, I'm down to do it, and I'll put it out there. I guess it's just like marketing anything else, right? Like how I'm going to be marketing this image pretty soon is just furthering the concept work for this character. So the same way I'm doing that, I could just do some emotes, just design them and put them out there and just say, hey, who needs them? Uh, Not that one. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I'll just grab another pink then, since this pink didn't want to work for me. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to adjust that. And you see I got some white brushes. learning to use better and better all the time. Go. And not that. You're gonna have to a little darker. Same thing with you. Same thing here. And you as well. There we go. 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 All right. Go. Okay. do. Ah, that's what's missing. That's what's missing. Go. Yeah, it's rough, man. Seems like it's rough all over for everyone. Yeah, I'm a firm believer that 2021 is the year for things to bounce back. And admittedly, in the beginning, didn't really see too much change from previous years as far as, people in economy kind of being down and things like that. So I was like, oh no. Oh, is that another thing? Is that another one that I'm missing? Yeah. Oh, because, yeah, this will have to be filled in. Okay, let's get the rest. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this one. What's today, the 31st, right? Yes, sir. There we go. And got a quick one out. Using the word quick loosely, took 90 minutes. So, yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by, Volcom. I hope this is a badass, deadly, foreboding looking character. You know, I know this one I really liked and enjoyed, and then when I put this one together, I was like, he looks super crazy. um, And then this one, just because, that's where he transforms. But yeah, obviously his main form is gonna be like this. And, he's meant to be kind of he's like a Swiss Army knife if it were a transformer or something like that. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this stream. I'll be back, and like I said, maybe I'll be working on that commission, since today is my character day and it is a character commission. I'll at least start it and get the pencils and everything down like that. And yeah, hopefully it convinces people to do some more. Uh, hire me for some more character portraits and things like that. Uh, and yeah, I definitely want to get the watercolor in on it, so it'll be neat to show that off for the first time. I think I have a watercolor set that I haven't dipped into that I was looking forward to, and it just never came about. So yeah, I'm sure I'll have to find that, and then I'll do a little bit of watercoloring before after the sketch. And what I like to use that for is just laying down colors, because then I'll obviously do markers and inks on top of that. But it covers so much ground so much faster and everything. So I really enjoy that. I can't wait to show that off. I'm G Mr. Drew. That's at G Mr. Drew on all socials. Follow, like, and subscribe, of course. And yeah, especially if you like what you're seeing here, I'm posting things all the time, every day. gmrdrew.art, my website. Go check it out. You can reach me and contact me through there and everything that I'm doing. You can see, yeah, basically everything. And then, yeah, man, that's gonna be it for this episode of the Andrew Glowczewski Experience, episode 90. Doing some more character concept art for this guy. I'm almost done with this page. I think I got one more little square here, and then enough space for another size like this, where I kind of want to put, something else in here, because this guy has a little bit of a story, small one, but a little bit of a story, and I'd like to put that in this piece. So whenever I get back around to doing that, we'll do that. And yeah, man, shout out to Volcom. Thanks for stopping by, man. It was good talking. Take care. Peace.